Hi, welcome to the video, and today we are going to go over my TD Ameritrade account where I will show you how I basically lost everything, including a $17,000 loss trading Tesla. Terrible series of events have happened, but at the same time, because I paid so much money, there are some lessons that have been ingrained deep within me. So right here, you'll see my short-term gain and my short-term loss, and I'm actually still up $22,000. With options trading, at a certain point, I was up 20 grand or so, but I basically gave that all back, and most of this profit is actually swing trading and penny stock trading. But let's go over some specific trades. This is the open date, the quantity, adjusted cost, adjusted proceeds, and then ultimately this is the gain. So if there's no negative symbol, that means this is positive gain. If there is a negative symbol, that means I took a loss. So my most successful trade this year was actually this penny stock called American Battery Metals, ABML. And I 10x this stock basically. So this stock alone, I made about $14,000. It's very ironic because I remember when I needed to sell this and I was so resistant, I needed a friend to talk me into selling it because at the time, I was very cash poor. I didn't have any more cash, and I knew I had set a rule for myself that I need a certain amount of cash, but I was actually watching this go up and greed was taking over. I kept thinking this could go even higher. I mean, it 10x, so why couldn't it 15x or 20x? Thank God that I had a friend to talk some sense into me and that I had set this rule for myself that I cannot be this leveraged. I can't have no more cash. So I forced myself to sell this. And in hindsight, it was a great idea because let's take a look at this stock right now. It has fallen a lot. So I sold it close to one of the highs, luckily. This is why you always take profit. You'll never go poor taking profit. And because of what's happened, and I had a lot of penny stocks that I'm losing money on that I haven't closed the position, but because of what's happened so far, so a lot of growth stocks have crashed recently, penny stocks have completely crashed. In the future, if I have a penny stock position that has 5x, I have to take profit. And if it's 10x, I need to take a majority of it off the position. I cannot believe that I was greedy enough to want more than 10x because there are multiple penny stocks or very low cap stocks that had returned tremendous profit, but I essentially gave it all back. A lot of those are worthless now. Another penny stock that I believe made pretty good money on was Healthier Choice Management. This was something that not as impressive, just like 40-50% gain, but that's a lot. I mean, that's more than you could hope for. And then one more penny stocks was AITX, which I made like 3 grand on. So just these 3 penny stocks, you can see that that's about $18,000. And that's basically a majority of this short-term net. And then one more sale was my Energy Transfer stock. I sold some of this stock. This is an energy company. They have a lot of oil holdings, and I don't believe that this is the future. So I think it's going to go down. So I made some profit off of this, and if you add all this up, that's basically adds up to $22,000. Last year when I traded for about 4 or 5 months, I had made about $30-some thousand, primarily trading options. So right now it's April 4th. It's been about 3 months. I'm essentially net zero trading options. But this is another lesson I've learned, and that's diversify your strategy. I'm not sad or like that disappointed that I lost money because I'm learning a lot right now. I'm glad that not only am I trading options, that I'm also know swing trading, and I also had some information to do some penny stock trading. I think the more tools you have in your toolbox, it's really helpful. Now, obviously, I think you should get really good at one thing, but at the same time, the market is very volatile. It always changes. History is not going to help you predict the future. So it's just good to know a lot of different things. But another big issue in my account that really wiped me out, all of my trades were on growth stocks. So in the future, I thought I was diversified because I was still trading, 10 to 20 different tickers, but they shouldn't have all been growth stocks. I should have tried to also trade some value stocks or some other stocks that weren't this volatile. Obviously, me as an options seller, the more volatile stocks gave the most premium. That's why I was trading them. But at the same time, when the growth stocks essentially collapsed in February, I got eaten alive. So here you can look back at my previous lemonade video, or video where I said I won every single trade. These couple of months, I basically lost every single trade. So here, my lemonade trades, you see like very positive. I made so much money actually. I think $5,000. I basically gave all of it back right here. All it took was 2 losses, because when you're trading options, your downside is, it's unlimited. You could lose a lot of money. And lemonade dropped like crazy. I actually avoid looking at it because like it hurts my soul just staring at it. Yeah, look at this. So here I was like on cloud 9. I was selling puts. Basically selling puts means I was betting it wouldn't fall below like 130 or 135, and every time it didn't fall below that, I would make money. You can see that again here. But then all it took was right about here when this happened, I had like 2 or 3 lemonade positions open, and those just turned against me. And I actually could have just stopped the bleeding there, but instead I rolled the position, and because I kept hoping lemonade would recover, but it dropped too much for it to recover. So I just ended up losing a lot more money. Neo, I did pretty well on. Palantir, this stock has also cost me a decent amount of money. So here you can see I sold some puts, again, betting that it wouldn't fall below a certain price. It did, and I kept rolling, but eventually I had to take a loss because Palantir fell too much. Riot has still been fairly profitable to me. So this is a blockchain mining company, and luckily Bitcoin has done well. So yeah, overall, you can see this profit column. I've only had to pay money once, so this is doing great. SOS is also a blockchain associated mining company. Space, this is Virgin Galactic's company. They are launching rocket ships. Yeah, this is doing pretty well too. But here I took a big loss. Space also collapsed. Spearmint, this was another penny stock that I made some money at. Sys, it's a 3D printing company. I canceled out my gains here. And here, okay, now we have Tesla. And I have a love-hate relationship with Tesla now. I own a lot of Tesla shares. It's the biggest position I have in my account. If you look at a previous video, this year I actually already took a $12,000 loss buying back some calls I sold. And then when Tesla crashed, just like a correction, but it's whatever you want to call it, I had sold a $740 put when it was like about 800 something. And upon expiry date, Tesla was a lot lower at the time. And I paid $13,000 for that. Yeah, that really hurt. But luckily I rolled the position, meaning I bought it back, I closed the position, but I instantly reopened it at a later expiration date for an amount that was actually more than $13,000. So this is the put I rolled. So I lost money on that put, but here I have my newest position at $700 strike price. So as long as it's over $700 by April 23rd, I hate these pop-ups, I will get this full amount, which would be $13,900 roughly. As of today, I mean, options markets are closed, so it's not updating. I've already made 55% profit, meaning I could pay, let's say, $6,200 to close this position, and my net profit would be $7,700. And luckily, on Friday, Tesla deliveries actually blew past expectations. So I expect that on Monday or Tuesday, when the markets open, Tesla is going to go back up, and hopefully I could get a lot more gains. As long as Tesla isn't below $600, I should be making money on this position. Yeah, so definitely I'm going to trade Tesla a little bit less. I think I was too over-reliant on a handful of companies that I personally really liked and I thought I knew a lot about, but it's not good to trade that much on one company. As you can see, it's just, the risk is too high, and I copied all of this information over to this spreadsheet and just my Tesla positions, and you can see, net trading Tesla was negative $17,000 this year, and had I just not touched it, basically done zero trading, I'd be positive 17,000. This is pretty bad. You know, if this is my full-time job and this is what I'm doing, this can't keep happening. But like I said, other position I have open that I rolled, that's likely going to be profitable, so hopefully I can cut this down. By the moment I close that, this will be hopefully just negative 7,000. Yeah, that's basically it. I guess like the main takeaway is it's half a warning, and also just this is okay for me. Even though I lost a lot of money, it doesn't really affect me that much because the mistakes I made, I know why I made them, and certain things were completely outside of my control too. You're gonna lose sometimes. I would say this Tesla loss, actually, in hindsight, would I have done things differently? I probably could have chose a better time to go in, but at the same time, because I'm long Tesla, I will still sell puts on it because over the long run, I think this will still be a profitable strategy. Yeah, I'm not losing that much sleep over it. Maybe if I was down this year, I would be losing a lot more sleep. What I've lost is already in the past. All I can do is just look at my account now. I've started doing a lot smaller positions. I'm not trading these $100, $200 companies quite as much. It was too focused on these very, very expensive companies like Tesla and even CRISPR, which was like $130. Now I'm back to trading sub $100 stocks, and I'm just making sometimes as low as $20 selling a call against my position, or just making $50 selling a very, very out of the money put. And that's okay. I realize I need to just take the small wins again and not be so greedy. Make sure you take profit. Make sure, especially now, that you always keep, I would say, at least 10% of your account in cash. That's so important. Once you make your own rules, you cannot break them, because then that means either the rules themselves were meaningless, they had no value, or you are not going to do well in the long term. I had the feeling that what if the market continues to go up? Why don't I just let all of my positions ride? And if I had let all of my positions ride, there was a day when every single one of my positions were green. That was a crazy day. I would be so deeply in trouble. But because I followed the rule of, okay, I need to have some cash, I need to have a certain percentage of my account that's like completely liquid, that really saved me. I'm also trying out some defined risk strategies like iron butterfly here. I'm also going to try out more iron condors. And yeah, this has just really forced me to just learn even more about options trading, and I'm just really excited to learn more. But yeah, if you are a trader, let me know how you're doing in the comment section below. Did this current market correction shaft you, or maybe you're a lot smarter than me and you've made a lot of money? Tell me your story. If this was helpful, or if you want to see more portfolio reviews like this, let me know as well. This is Green Knight Trading, where squads become knights. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.